My little pony, my little pony.
Hello everyone and welcome to Bronyville. This is Bronyville episode number 66, recorded on August 4th, 2012. I am your host, Apple Cider. How are you all today? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. If you are listening to this on your mobile device, if you are downloading this off of the internet on Wednesdays when the show comes out, if you're listening to us live right now on Justin TV over at justin.tv/Bronyville, if you might be listening to us on YouTube, because I'm starting to post them there too. Ha ha ha. And you get the videos as well. Hello, I am your host, Apple Cider, again. Nice to see you all and have you all listening in. I have Chef with me again. Hello, Cheffers.
Howdy.
How are you today, sir?
It's been a magical week.
Give me a... Hi there, Sandy. Why are you talking in this voice? Come on over to my shed, Sandy. What's going on?
Hey there, Cider.
Oh, man.
I got some popsicles in my basement.
Oh, no. This is why the cannon is always loose. Oh. Oh,
Why
no.
don't you come over here?
No.
We're gonna talk about
We
ponies.
sure are, Sandy. Oh, you. How are you in actualness?
It's been a pretty good week.
Okay.
I have lots of pony merch, and there's been some decently interesting news this week and stuff. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later.
Things! And our guest has things to talk about, too. Hello, Klisk.
Hello, I'm doing absolutely wonderful.
Oh, great. You're dropping an accent on me, too.
At the moment, yes, I am. I'm from Canterlot Gardens. I am very snobby, as you could see, and we are going to be promoting Canterlot Gardens today, it would seem, and amongst other things that we hope will just be a party. It'll be fun.
I'm sure that I
Keep it classy.
can feel like our British fans just kind of cringing, just
Well, I apologize for
kind
that.
of biting at their own teeth. It would be like me doing the Dick Van Dyke, just the hello there, governor, how's you doing? Like,
They can make fun of my New Jersey accent.
that works. You can do that. All right, well, good. And Klisk, what do you do over at Canterlot Gardens?
I am public relations, and I am also a founder.
Okay, cool. So we're going to talk about your convention. It's been very convention heavy. We'll be sending out a little extra, I think probably later today to the stream, a little extra recording that we did on Sunday for the for Everfree Northwest. But we have you on for a full show about, ponies, and we'll talk about Canterlot Gardens in a little bit. Before we start, there are two things that we absolutely must talk about before we can even let you proceed further. This is the brick wall you must overcome. It's super important, Klisk. I
hope I'm up to this.
I really hope to, because there have been so many shows we've had where we just had to turn around. We just put down the equipment. We can't move any further. We absolutely
Just end right here.
Just so
Yep.
I believe in you. I believe so. Let's see if we can overcome this. I need to find out from you your favorite character and your favorite episode.
Well, all right. Let's see. Favorite character. That one's difficult because there's so many, right? But I would have to probably go with Trixie and the Changelings as well. But not Chrysalis specifically, but the actual Changelings.
And I have to ask the specifics of why Trixie and why Changelings.
I always like the antagonists. I like the villains in shows. But Trixie actually isn't a villain in my opinion. She's actually a good guy that's just totally misunderstood, which in a weird way I kind of empathize with. The Changelings are just awesome. If I had an OC, my OC would be a Changeling.
Now, granted, I think that some of the recent material would have you would disagree, considering the fact that she is in a poster that we will talk about later. But on the other,
I saw this poster, but
but on the other hoof, she does have her own brushable, which we will also show a little bit later. So
I can't find it yet. But yes,
but so we do and yes, I do have to agree that changeling designs are ridiculously cool and ridica-cool. So that is cool. All right, favorite episode. What do you got?
I don't know, just sticks to my mind, always sticks out. Green Isn't Your Color, just one of those episodes I always really enjoyed.
Was it anything in particular? Just the fight, the kind of the back and forth between Rarity and Fluttershy, or the photo finish, or
photo finish, definitely. Just sort of the whole paparazzi Lady Gaga feel. I just had to appreciate that.
Okay, that's super cool. All right, so we got you on Klisk, as said. We're going to talk a lot about, Candlelight Gardens, what you have coming up, your weird and wild and pony-centric and maybe not so pony-centric set of guests that you've got going. Everything
there has
that you've
been a
got
lot
planned.
of controversy about that, hasn't there? But it's been good, actually. Good controversy.
We will delve deep into that particular well.
It is very interesting. I personally enjoy it, but I want to cover that because it's interests me a quite a bit.
I've seen a lot of people that like it, a lot of people that don't. More than happy to discuss it, of course.
Sure.
Of course.
And we've got emails, we've got cool things, we got fix suggestions. We got to get to news, but before we get to news, Sandy, we have sponsors.
Yes, indeed we do. First of all, our first sponsors, We Love Fine. The guys over there with their fantastic pony-related everything now. You can use our coupon code Bronyville10 and save 10% off. And they have added some interesting new things in the last little bit. Like women's gym shorts.
There are dash shorts for
There are
ladies.
dash shorts. Only they're just women's running shorts.
Sold out of women's running shorts.
They are sold out officially.
Sold out.
Yep.
Okay, well, some of them, small 4 left, medium 4 left, large none left, extra large 5 left. So if you want yourself some running shorts, get them quick.
Yeah.
They have a new 2012 Equestria Games shirt that looks like it's good, kind of going off of the whole Olympic vibe that's going around now. Apple bucking, fire breathing, magic, taekwondo, artistic flying, hoofball,
Weightlifting. Magic.
of course.
Also, our good friend Pix Kitties has yet another new shirt. The Spider Toss Championship went to Luna this year. She got all 3 of medals because she's the only pony who wanted to throw spiders. She got that pony spiders. Mares love spiders.
She is very, very good at tossing spiders. The fun has been doubled. So yes, that is We Love Fine with all their wonderful, wonderful shirts. And they've got, as I said, running shorts now, posters, bags. You can
Phone
find
cases.
everything there.
Yep.
So go ahead and check that out. That is, of course, our friends at We Love Fine at welovefine.com.
Also, moving on, our other sponsors are Everfree Northwest, who we've talked to in recently past. It's 12 days, 9 hours, 30 minutes until the convention, as the very helpful Pixel Kitties banner shows us. Man, there's a lot of Pixel Kitties. What's with that? Like she's a popular artist or something. Wow.
I'm
You
Noodle
would never
Arm.
think.
I'm
Yeah.
Noodle
It's
Arm.
everywhere.
12 days, Noodle Arm.
Ah.
I'm
Well,
gonna be there. I'm excited.
It'll be crazy. It'll be fun. Candlelight Gardens, and we will definitely be making some material for it. So go check it out if you cannot. And hopefully you will either be there or there will be more room for you to be there.
you'll
Next
be there,
up,
or you will be a cube.
or you will be watching it online.
Yep.
Probably.
One or the other.
Yep.
Or
Hopefully I'll be
following
there,
the
I'm hoping.
hashtag and being incredibly jealous.
Yes. Be maximum jelly. And then there's this other thing that is our
Other
sponsor.
thing, Candlelight Gardens, September 28th through 30th, 2012, in Strongsville, Ohio. With a whole bunch of people.
It's a thing. We'll talk about it.
Yes.
It's certainly a thing.
All right.
But you can expect shenanigans from us at that event.
Max shenanigans.
So, moving on into the news.
What's on fire, Sandy?
What's on fire? Well, there was a small fire, but
Uh-oh.
we'll worry about that in a minute.
Okay.
So, new stuff. Holy crap. There's a map of Equestria.
Okay. Wait, what?
There's a map of Equestria.
Say that again.
Map
Of
of Equestria.
wait, there's a map of Equestria?
There is a map of Equestria.
Why is there a map of Equestria?
Because it's awesome.
Why have I not seen this before? Oh god, it's in high res. Oh man. Okay.
How do you get
So
to the map?
again-
Is there an X on the map?
I'm gonna click it. Well, there's in our show notes, which I will share out to all of our fans in the Justin TV to make it even easier. Published to the web.
This is a canon map of Equestria, as canon as anything that's been put out can be. This was posted about by who else? Pixel Kitties. That's the third time. Her ears are probably burning at this point. She posted it on Twitter because she found it at her local Walmart, and there was this brand new pony in-cap display. Looks real big, and you get like a free poster with like a purchase. So there's a map of Equestria. There's a season 2 cast photo similar to the Comic-Con or cast poster. Similar to the Comic-Con 2011 season 1. There's also a villains poster and a boring one. Because I mean it's like pony wedding. That one is less compositionally interesting than the other two. Yes, there's an official map of Equestria, and that fills the tabletop gaming nerd in me with such glee.
Oh man, this is there's so many good ones here. Niagara Falls, Van Hoover,
Las Pegasus, Appaloosa, Dodge City, Baltimore,
Las Pegasus, the San Palomino Desert.
Yep.
Macintosh Hills. Oh, there's so much in here. It's great.
Bull Mountain.
The Crystal Mountains. And I've been watching way too much. I've been watching way too much Game of Thrones because I saw the Crystal Mountains in the Frozen North, and I just went, the wall. Oh, it's. But
yep.
Yes.
Choose the black, you take the wall.
You gotta just love the teasing arrows on the right hand side of the map.
Yonder to Griffins, dragons be here. Like,
yep.
It's like, there are more. There's more. We must know more.
This is only a continent.
Yeah. And then what's in the north? Who knows what's in the north? The Crystal Mountains are there. Maybe.
Wonder what that is.
I don't know.
Hollow Shades. Where's that? Philadelphia mentioned. Manhattan's been mentioned. Baltimore, I think, got mentioned.
Yeah.
Van Hoover hasn't.
Van Hoover certainly hasn't. Tall Tale hasn't.
Applewood, I see that.
Yep, Applewood, which is the Hollywood. I mean, there's so much you can go off of this, and it's just like, this is so, ooh.
The Badlands, where the changelings got blasted off to. So hey, there's like all sorts of crazy stuff.
I know, that's great. And as you said, there were other posters. The other two, the season 2 like full cast poster was awesome as well.
Yep.
That one, it literally had. There were so many like little nods to fans that were awesome. Of like scratch harassing vinyl, or not scratch harassing vinyl. Sorry, scratch harassing Octavia was a good one. The fact that Barry is just kind of two front arms hugging against a Carrot Top and Colgate, just kind of in that "I love you guys" kind of way.
Lyra being the attention horse that she is.
Yes, and Bon standing beside her, just going,
I like the fact that the CMC are harassing Luna, and Apple Bloom is wearing Luna's little neck charm thing. And I'm just thinking the moon will have some new residents soon.
Somebody brought up the point that it's great that that Pipsqueak is on top of Crackle, like he had conquested a dragon.
Yep, and you got Fat Kid Pony with his fez, and the certain Gray Pegasus asleep in the corner.
I don't know if that's a thing. I'm unsure. Sure.
Oh, that's certainly a thing.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Is it? Yeah. It's completely full, and it is one of those great things that makes this such a crazy like weird fun fandom is just all the like the zany thing. It's literally got. Can you imagine how big it's going to be next year when they have a season 3?
Yeah. Like Chrysalis is in there, but then the Flower Trio are looking freaked out at her because they're
Just
afraid
so
of everything.
Just so many nods to the fans. It's impressive, actually, because I keep looking at it and finding more and more stuff.
Yeah, and the villain one is great in its own way too, because I mean it's got things inside of here that even Starry was looking like, what's that thing coming out of the building in the back? And I was like, that's the thing that chased the CMCs for about 5 seconds in a cutaway, in a montage. It's like, I spent so much time making this, I'm putting this in the villain area.
Yeah, so you've got the Wendigos in there, you've got Gilda, you've got the Diamond Dogs, the Timberwolves, and then at the very front, in front of Discord, hugging on to Nightmare Moon and Chrysalis.
The worst villains of the entire show, the ones that have not gotten their comeuppance at all.
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
It's fantastic they're on there. I wouldn't have even thought.
The most villainous of the villainous. Like, everything else here is like the butthead ponies and the Trixie and Flim Flam. Those are the only like actual ponies in here. The Shadow Bolts, which, well, we don't know if they're just figments of imagination or an actual thing. And then, there's the Canterlot Wedding poster that's pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, but,
But you're there, Sandy.
Yes, apparently I am.
So how are you one of Shining Armor's best men?
Hey, I know some people.
I guess so.
Though the poster got my eye color wrong.
Yeah, well, it's the contacts.
Yeah, it's those contact that I had to wear.
Contact lenses,
It's a shame you couldn't make it.
Yeah, well, I was helping with the catering, I guess, or drinking.
It's just a Photoshop problem, that's all.
Yeah, really. It's too many filters. So yeah, that's there's all of this crazy all these crazy ponies and merch and everything.
Oh yeah, did we mention on the season 2 poster Wildfire's in there as well?
Yeah, she's back behind Iron Will.
Yep.
And Iron Will's getting the shop ponies, the nerd pony, and the 2 Valley Girl ponies to read his pamphlet. And he's like, recruiting
guys,
them.
I'll let you check out my awesome pamphlet.
Up then in the back, you've got Cheerly and Big Mac.
Yeah, just staring at each other, their schmoopy whoopy faces.
So yeah, this is some really cool product. It's supposedly free with like a purchase, or free if you can find them. And they're at Walmart's. There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
So good luck in the hunt, because I know I'm going to have to take some time and try to find that.
Yeah, there was none at mine, but the search will continue. These are very
I've yet
awesome.
to find them, but...
Yep. Okay, so we've been talking about merch. Starry, are we still on camera vision? Nope. Okay, set me to camera vision, dear.
There was another thing, though.
Oh, there was another thing. Okay, what was that other?
Apparently, the fan favorite packs have been showing up early at some Toys R Us.
Woo!
This is the one that has, for some reason, Dash and Pinky in it, but also has Final Scratch, Trixie, and 2 other ponies.
The other ponies, and doesn't it have Nightmare Moon?
And Nightmare Moon.
Nightmare Moon!
Oh, Nightmare Moon!
Nightmare
oh my God.
Moon!
So that's popping up early at some places. Also, there is only a Toys R Us blind bag set. It's a bunch of the non-main character ponies, backgrounders, that come with a bunch of little, like, pocket pony accessories. So you can have little keyboards and little drums and little tables and presents and balloons. And for some reason, one of the unicorns comes with like a photo of Rarity and Twilight.
One of these actually did too. I'll bring it up in the merge stuff, but there's something kind of odd. Yeah.
My Lyra has a picture of the main cast.
That's what I was. That was what I was gonna bring up. Is that Lyra just has a picture that she's not a part of.
She's like, I wish I had cool friends.
My friends are just in the background.
One day I aspire to being part of this group of 6. I just have to knock one of them out.
So which unicorn am I going to have to take out?
She's just going to pretend to be Applejack.
I mean, because nobody notices. I mean, she's a background pony anyway.
Look, if you look at that poster, she's pretty much background pony. She's just like, where's Applejack? Way in the back. She's by the train. I'm over here, guys. Don't forget about me. Oh, so silly. All right, so now stuff. Can we talk about stuff now?
Yes, let's talk about stuff.
Yay, I've got stuff. Those looking on the stream can see all my stuff. Oh, I just dropped one. Hold on.
No?
I'm dropping toys. All right, here we go. So I've got tons of things. I hit the local Target and Walmart and everything past few days, and Toys R Us. And the first thing, sweetie, could you pull up the thing so that way I can make sure I've got everything in frame? There you go. Okay, so first thing, I have brushables, the Trixie and the Lyra brushables. So I've got both of these. As said, yep, they are, well, they're brushables. Trixie has an enormous present, and Lyra has a picture. I guess she does. And Lyra has a picture of the main 6, which, as we stated earlier, is a little odd. And then there's the Trixie.
She'll wedge her way in there somehow.
Yep. Both of these have a copy of a DVD of Lesson 0. So, it's a rather good episode, though it includes neither of them, if I'm correct. Well, except maybe Lyra.
Could scare all the little kids.
Yep, and it's part of the Pony Wedding Pack. So we were actually talking about that a little bit before the show, that we've started seeing designations. These two, I guess, are considered Season 2 ponies. And yeah, they're I find it interesting. The Trixie one looks like on the back looks like a redo of kind of a modification of Rarities, like pose and everything on the box.
But she has the correct hair.
Yeah, correct hair and everything, correct mark.
But of course, lacking the hat and cape, which is an important part.
Lyra's just looks odd.
Well, it's weird that Trixie's even part of the wedding pack since she wasn't at the wedding.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's just kind of adding in some of the fan favorite stuff.
Yeah.
She was probably watching from outside.
Yeah.
She's like, why did the great and powerful Trixie get an invitation to the royal wedding?
She's how.
Am I not great and powerful enough?
She's how Chrysalis got into Canterlot, in the first place. Headcanon. All right, so that's the first little bit that I have. Let's see. Continuing on, these are kind of I'll go in order of stuff that then leads kind of further in. So the next thing I have is the felt ponies. So these are the little plush ponies that have started to come out, and there are 3, and I have all 3. You have a Twi, you have a Dash, and you have a Pinky. So Earth, Uni, and Pegasus all represent.
You're just hoping they finish making them.
Yep, and
all 6.
Yeah, there is they're all right. For $5, they are just these little regular cute plush. Their hair is, as said, felt, so it's all kind of, every single one of them just has this crazy bed head going on.
Yeah, it's not bad at all for $4.99. I was able to pick up the Pinkie Pie, and I was actually surprised at how good it was for the price.
Yeah,
I would expect it to be more, actually.
Yeah, the mark itself is actually straight stitched on, like I'm trying to remember that particular process, but it's actually like a nice hard stitch into it. It's not like some sort of embroidered.
Right?
There you go. Yeah, so it's an actual like nice like stuck on embroidery. I find it odd that especially with some of these things, they just do it on one side, so this side totally has the mark and this side is totally blank. They can have like, oh no, it's blank flank Twilight. What's going on?
They seem to do that with all the toys.
Yeah. Should we run it through a second time? No.
Well, I mean, the it's obvious that the ponies have them on both sides, but like on all the toys, from the brushables to fashion sized brushables to the little pocket ponies, they only have it on one side. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. One thing that I want to point out though is that this merch, the little $5 plush, they're not really kid sized. They're put on your cubicle size. They're put on the back seat of your car to sit out the window size. They're they're put them in your house and put them on your computer desk size.
They're definitely collectible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fun thing about pinkies is that if you do it just right, pink, I mean,
Dun, dun, dun.
oh no. I don't know. She has kind of an odd smile because it's just like straight, and then just a slight curve upwards.
Yeah.
Actually, the strange thing is I compared them, and each one had a slightly different smile depending on, how it went through the machinery, I guess. So you could have three pinkies and none of the smiles are the same.
Yep.
So
Dash looks pretty
you can
happy.
be in a chase toy. Oh my god.
Oh no. You too can get your pink.
I will say that
toy.
everywhere I've been that has had those has been cleared out, like hardcore.
I took all of them because, well, okay.
Like the Target that I initially found, the plush, I got there first essentially. I got my 3-packs. I got the miniature plush, and I was able to get another set for one of my local guys, and also pick up the Shining Armor and Cadence fashion size for him. But the thing is, I got there first, got what I wanted, left, and when I came back, there was like 4 of the fashion size Cadence and Shining Armors. By the time I'd gotten back, there was only 1 left on the shelf. And I left the store like 20 minutes total. So the collectors are out there and just snapping this stuff up, which is good because this is stuff that's kind of a little bit targeted at collectors like us.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, well, there's none left for the little kids is not good, but it's stuff aimed at us, and we're the ones just gobbling it up.
Shows for
Please let us be rampant consumerists. Consumers, I don't know.
The
Shows for
strange
little
part was
kids.
that my Target was entirely wiped out of everything except for the plush. The box was new. Not a single one was purchased. Everything else was sold out, though. Although I did find a Lonely Cloudsdale set with Gilda, so I was happy to find that. Otherwise, they definitely wiped out our Target.
Yeah.
Apparently, the box of those, the 3 sets, is a set of 8. So there's only 2 complete sets in any given box.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they're not going to put 9 in a box.
So who gets left out then? Is it a pinky?
Apple Family gets
Apple?
left out.
Oh, okay.
At least in the ones I've seen. There's always been, 3 Wedding, 3 Cloudsdale, 2 Apple Family.
Huh. Okay. Well, speaking of those 3 sets,
they're all backgrounders anyway, right?
Speaking of those 3 sets, I have all of those too. So here we go. Here's the first 3 sets. So it is the Apple Family. So I have those, of course. Applejack, your usual background main character, and the main series cast. These are the exact same molds that we have seen time and time again. They're pretty much identical. So, if you've gotten this Applejack or the Rainbow or the Twilight, they're pretty much identical to what are on the other packs. The other 2 are the ones that you kind of care about.
Yeah, I've got like 3 Applejacks at this point.
Yeah. Mac is kind of weird. He's really feminine. Rather, look at those lashes.
He's back.
He's had his night on the town. He's small and petite. He's got a massive head in proportion to his body.
There is a makeup line.
So maybe he went to the Mac store. There you go. And of course, the reason that you get this is Granny Smith, because this design is awesome.
It really is.
It is just the Walker. The Walker is small, but it's nice and soft, but durable. So I enjoy that.
Use the tennis balls on the back ones.
Yeah. Little tennis balls for the back. and just she's so happy.
It's just one of those little things that just makes you smile.
It's really neat.
That obviously is a going fairly far out of the way to make kind of thing.
Uh-huh. It's a weird thing to make, but they did it. And it looks great. Moving on, I'm going to go to the Canterlot Wedding one next. So here are these three: Twilight, Shining Armor, and Princess Cadence. Twilight, as said, is just a normal other mold, as much as I hate tossing her away. We've seen her before. The other two are nice. They're just kind of standard. You know.
You have your incredibly pink pony princess out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and Shining does have a different mold than Big Mac, if you notice.
Yes, he does. He is actually a little bit stockier, which is kind of odd.
It looks.
Oh, having some audio cut out.
There we go. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, he's Shining is stockier, which is a little bit unusual. But you know the
Big Mac's keeping trim for the ladies.
I know.
He's all muscle.
He's
Shining's married. You know, he's getting that cider gut and lounging around the castle. Being a prince is so boring.
He'll be bald in 5 years.
Yeah, I also find it interesting, like, it seems like they took a lot more care in making Shining than they did on Mac. Like, if you look at Shining, he's actually got, like, colored hooves, and you can see the fetlocks and everything. Mac has them, but there's no color different. Like, it's red on red.
Well, Big Mac is actually just a standard mold from one of the blind bag series that didn't get out here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things that the only really unique one that they made for that set is Granny Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you notice these 3-packs, the plastic they use for the molds, or rather the plastic they use for the ponies in general, is actually different from the ones from the very first blind bag set. It's a more, more durable plastic almost.
So yeah, and so the last one that we have is the Cloudsdale set. There's Rainbow Dash, and I just noticed my Rainbow Dash that there's some weird. I don't know if this is because of Gilda being in the pack, but there's some weird dark marks on her around her. I'm not going to make any comments about what these are or why. Continuing on. I just noticed it.
Yeah, those are definitely not present on mine.
It's a weird like miscoloration. I just noticed. So yeah, that's kind of odd on that one. I'll go for this one. The Wonderbolt I really like. It's really pretty. The only problem is that I'm having problems keeping it upright. It wants to fall over a lot.
Yeah. It's very thin and very trim, as you would expect a high-speed athletic Pegasus to be. But yeah, surprise can't stand for anything.
Yeah, it has to
that
be.
That was the first thing I noticed when I got it. I tried to pose it and it just toppled over.
Yeah, it likes to fall over a lot. You kind of just have to get it in just the right spot. But I think of all of them, of every single one, best for last, Gilda looks awesome.
She's
spot
big.
on perfect too.
Gilda's huge. Yeah, look at that. That's Gilda. Let me put probably Shining is the next biggest one. Like, there you go. There's the size difference. She just dwarfs him. I mean, mostly by tail, but you know, Gilda is probably next to the Wonderbolt is probably the most show accurate.
Right down to the eye detail is just spot on.
I even love her just like I'm annoyed to be a toy look. Like I didn't want to be a toy today, but I am.
You know what? Their pony toy designers are probably like, oh my god, you mean I get to design something else besides a pony? Let me have.
I don't have to just do a recolor today? Sweet.
Put extra time into that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's this is I mean, it really is a really interesting design, and I like it. It's very, very different. And as said, as somebody that thinks that Gilda could be an interesting character to return back more than some others, Trixie, I think it would be
Mhm.
She would. I mean, she's in the show. She had such an interesting design. This is an interesting design. It's different. I don't know. I think that that's nice. The whole set together is pretty great. I said you get 3 of the main cast, which if you've got stuff before, it's not. They're just the same as you've seen. I'll even say that the main cast ones look. I mean, then there's just a lot of like weird imperfections as I noticed. Twilight's got a few. AJ looks all right, but Dash has got weird marks. But the rest of them look like they're pretty much fine. So that's cool.
Like I said, go compare them to the first gen blind bags, and it's even a different plastic. It's very bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are a lot softer. Yeah, the blind bags were hard as a rock, so yeah, these are possibly maybe just a little bit more posable. The last that I have available only at Target and part of the Crystal Empire set. So these are Sparkle Ponies. All of them Sparkle Ponies are the main 6, and
They have dark and angsty pasts. They have a million accessories on DeviantArt.
They probably do. But the Sparkle Ponies inside of here are actually different colors than the ones in the blind bags I found. They are just a slightly different hue. So I checked the Twilight looks like might be the same, but Pinky and Rainbow Dash are definitely different colors. So they're lighter than the blind bag equivalents. Now, the weird thing inside of here is so you've got your Pinkie Pie, your Applejack, your Rarity, your Twilight Sparkle, your Rainbow Dash, your Fluttershy, and then miscellaneous male pony called Emerald Ray, trademark, who has what appears to be... Okay, I'm not saying that that's a BP symbol, but take a look at that. Kind of looks like a BP.
Video is out.
Oh, video cut out? Sweetie, check the video. Okay. Just like, I like the spoiler cast, a video cut. Oh, come on, Sweetie Belle. All right. They said the stream died. Could you reboot it?
Trying to find that image of Derpy flailing at the server, hitting it with a wrench, going ah!
Or the how about the one where Derpy is just flinging the desktop off the table?
Yes, of course. Right after I tweet the "Hey, we're live over here at Justin TV."
What about a drink? You can have a drink. Can we get the thing? Okay.
We need to use this as our stream fail.
That particular image.
This one that I'm sending over.
Oh, okay.
The laughing mare.
Oh,
I
okay.
pretend I was one of those derp muffins.
Yes, we could use that. That works. Hey, we're back. Okay.
Hello.
So we can do it like this. Oh, we were able to take care of all those crazy Sparkle Ponies. They descended upon our router. We were talking about them and they wanted to stop us, but we were able to stop them, I guess. So we're back.
Too much glitter. Too much glitter.
Yep. But we're gonna talk about them still just for a little bit. Glitter ponies. Emerald Ray. He looks like a BP pony because his mark looks like British Petroleum pony. I don't know.
I'm not sure if he's relevant, if he's random. I couldn't decide. I saw the pack in Target. I didn't buy it. I didn't know what to think. I like the ponies, but who is he?
Yeah, it's a little odd. It looks like there's a bunch of stickers behind him too. Yeah, there just looks like there's a big patch of
Make your own boy pony.
Sure. Here you go. You can put hearts and happy hooves on all the ponies. They're so sparkly. So yeah, they're just it's a big. I know you do. Here, you wanna crack it open, baby? There you go. Immediately, she's like stickers.
Unleashing the ponies.
Does not care about anything else.
Stickers too.
Yeah, I know.
Free
How cool is
Derpy
that?
from her, or not? Free your ponies from their plastic prison.
Save Derpy from plastic.
Hey, I freed mine. She is now happily residing atop my
It's
altar of pony.
Mine will stay within her tomb.
It's condition.
Uh,
Like that Erie, Indiana silverware people.
Erie, I don't know what you're talking about. Erie,
But the resale value.
Ah.
You know, Erie, Indiana, you are awesome.
Thank you, Starry. All right, so that is a little bit one of our usual extended merchandise reviews. If any more stuff comes out, if we get the posters, I'll definitely show them off. But yeah, that is what we had this week. Tons of stuff. So what else do we have news wise? You were mentioning some.
So we'll kind of plow through these. The guys that are going to be doing the IDW Pony comic, Katie Cook and Andy Price, the creative team that'll be doing the new comics, are going to be showing up at Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd.
All right, cool. And
So,
if you
that's
are in the
cool.
Ohio,
That's the same weekend as Cadillac Gardens, though, isn't it?
Oh no! Oh
No, it's not. It's
no!
the week before.
A week before. All right, just have them.
That works out well then.
Just have them like loop down after it. That'd be perfect. Be like, you're gonna be in the area, just take a drive. It's like what, 15 minutes tops. Can't be any further than that. Okay. What else we got?
Video's gone again.
No, it's not. Is it?
Oh god.
Video died
there
again.
We go. All
Wait,
right, so moving
we're back.
on. Fighting is magic. Shenanigans are a hoof. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, this has been haunting me for the past 2 days.
Well, they said the video
that's really
is gone,
unfortunate.
but they can.
Basically, one of their QAs was a real jerk and leaked stuff out into the internet from the Evo build, and well, everyone started flailing. This was the minor fire of the week, I suppose.
Well, the fortunate thing is that actually it wasn't the Evo build, it was a newer build. The build that I brought to Evo, since I was the person who exhibited it, is not the build that leaked. So we're still trying to figure out exactly how it leaked, because fortunately it was not from me.
Yeah. They did issue an open letter which seemed really, really, really upset, which justifiably so, because I mean, one of their QAs was a jerk. But then they kind of
jerk.
Then they calmed down and reissued the a clarification.
A clarification
and
and said that they kind of acted like babies the first time. Dev team is baby.
But again, it's one of those things where it's understandable. They've been working on this for a year, and oh my god, you jerks. You just leaked what we're trying to put out there in an incomplete form.
It's tough on them. Nappy has been putting his heart and soul into this. He spends his entire day programming and making this game perfect to make it a real fighting game, not like just some casual, internet game, like a legit fighting game. And then to have that work leaked in an unfinished form, just it crushed him. It definitely. So everyone, go send Nappy cupcakes or something.
But I mean, one thing that I will put out there though is that it really further spiked interest. The people that are like, I mean, people want to play the completed thing. It's like, no, I don't have the leak. I'm not going to play it. And, that's up to you if you do that. But
it's still just just to have someone on their QA team break their trust is just horrible. Regardless of how excited people are now, it's just a bad situation.
I mean, it's good that they're able to overcome it, but it's bad in the case that they've got to relook. They're pretty much like rolling back, and they're just like, you know what? It's local only QA at this point. Like people that are part of the dev team. Sorry, one person spoils the pudding.
No more QA team, it would appear.
Yeah.
They were all taken out back and sent to the farm. Yeah.
Yeah, sent to the lovely place called Edward's Glue House. No, hey, listen.
Our good friend Krastos is going to take care of them.
Krastos stopped by.
There's a shout out.
No, not Krastos again. All right, and so yeah, that's that. I jokingly said, "Oh, good, I could jump on this." And when Chef and I finally have our match there at Candlelight Gardens, I can be all prepared. But no, I am kidding. I very much want to experience it in the wide-eyed wonder And you know what? You probably should too. I mean, it is a beta. It is, or even an alpha, most likely.
It's considered an alpha, I believe.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like, this game is weird and buggy. Duh. Welcome to an alpha. So yeah. That's it. What else we got? Dragon Con? Dragon Con's a crazy con.
Our queen, Tara Strong, will be at Dragon Con.
I love Dragon Con. I love and hate Dragon Con. It is a great con. It is a crazy con.
Yep. It's like a month away at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Atlanta.
in Atlanta, Hot Atlanta, August 31st, September 3rd, 2012. Same weekend as Anime Fest here in Dallas.
Yep.
Or I will be. So yes, that's pretty cool. It's huge. It's a big deal, I guess.
It
Never
is.
been.
It's massive. It's it's way more like I actually got confirmation of this from Adam Savage, because we hang out. No, he just talked in another podcast. And he stated that whereas Comic-Con is like super, super huge in the general everything and like presentation stuff, the Dragon Con is the place you go for costumes. Like, if you want to see people with ridiculous costumes, you go to Dragon Con. Like,
Yeah.
and it is a party. It is a straight up party con.
Got your body painted at Dragon
I got my
Con.
body painted at Dragon Con. Don't look on the internet for those pictures. It is a crazy, crazy place.
I'm Googling them right now.
Nope, you won't find them ever. Impossible.
As for people are in the chat are like, wait a minute. You know, what about Brony Fanfare? Well, Brony Fanfare is like 2 weeks before Candlelight Gardens, 3 weeks before Candlelight Gardens. I'm planning on going, and if one of their reps wanted to talk to us, we'd be more than happy to talk to them. But they don't seem to be very talkative.
I haven't heard from them either.
So I'm going to attend. Our pals at Celestia Radio are going to be doing some audio stuff. I may insinuate myself into some of the events, possibly. But I may just be attending to have fun.
Self-insertionism with your OC.
Yep. I'm going to photobomb.
Taking out all the
Everything.
ponies. Taking the ponies out of the set. You can't stop me. I want glitter ponies. Give it. All right. I'll figure that out in a little bit. Okay, well that takes care of our news for this week. So super cool, at least slightly not as Bernie, but a little bit Bernie this week.
There was some smolder.
There's some smolder that will be worked out in a little bit, so that shall be handled. It's time for Fix. It's time to talk about the awesome fanfic that you should read, because we are in the ponyless summer. We are dealing with our own personal lack of
Personal small horse.
I am going to offer you Dragon Your Hooves. This is a good, yeah, that's a good one, isn't it? Slice of life fic by Twinkletail. It is an episode fic. While helping Twilight rearrange her lab, Spike comes across a magical powder that changes him into a pony. While Twilight tries to find an antidote, Pony Spike has some adventures of his own. It is, as said, one chapter complete. Rating for everyone, 5,000 words. It is just a little cute little slice of life. I would state that if you're going to listen, or if you're going to read this, read it as if it is happening in the season 1, because something happens that at the end I'm kind of like, oh, okay, all right, I understand that. So I would take it as a season 1 fic, and it's August 2nd. Okay, so I don't know. It looks like it probably got posted a year ago anyway. Yeah, it got posted a long, long time ago. But it's just, what would have happened if Spike ended up turning into a Pegasus. So it is short. It is an episode fic, and maybe just a tinsiest shippy at the end, but it resolves itself. So you should check that out. Dragon Your Hooves. There's a link in the show doc. You can find that over at BronyShow.com or BronyvillePodcast.com. Dragon Your Hooves. Sandy.
All right, I have a tragedy fic.
No.
Oh,
There's no
dear.
lesbian horses this week.
No. All right, what is it?
It's called Moonlight Vigil by Sheet Ghost. It is bitter from her defeat in exile. The Mare on the Moon watches Equestria move on without her. It is a no, oh god. When you reach the end and you realize what's been going on, and her bitterness has ruined everything. Nightmare Moon, you dumb pony. So it's really short as well. It's only 3,800 words. Like, quick read,
Yep.
you know.
The quick reads are so much easier nowadays. Oh no, we gotta read a fic. What's short and sweet? There you go.
Yeah, well, I've also been enjoying where is it? The Life and Times of Winning Pony by Chengar Kurdath. And that's pretty funny. And it's 46,795 words so far, and I can appreciate the long fanfics. And that's not even that long.
Mm-hmm. It is no
Life and Times
Fallout
of Winning
Equestria.
Pony is rated teen, but it's very much a lesbian ponies kind of story.
Oh no. Sandy, what you doing?
Just
Uh
they're
no,
just pretty ponies and
hey,
they're kissing.
no,
What do you do?
Sandy. Calm down there, Sandy. It's because it's time to talk about topics. And our topic this week is with Klisk.
All right.
Hey, Klisk.
Yeah, Canalot Gardens.
Yeah, that's what you're here.
Canalotgardens.com. Got to put in the plug.
Oh, there you go. That's the right way to do it. So you are media man for Canterlot Gardens.
Absolutely.
And you have Canterlot Gardens. You guys invited us a while back, and that's super cool. And we're excited to head over to yonder world of Ohio.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah. So September 28th through 30th, 2012, coming up, Strongsville, Ohio, which is close to Cincinnati, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
Columbus.
it's about an hour away from Columbus as well.
There you
go. Considering traffic, at least.
Okay. So the interesting thing about this con is just watching, like we were kind of mentioning a little earlier, the guests that you have are all over the place, and I find that both, we are of two different minds. I am of the mind that having guests that are all over the place is kind of crazy cool because you get different perspectives. I know Starry was looking at it and going like, but how does this person even relate to Pony? And I'm like, oh, well, she did the voice of Pinkie Pie in the Mad TV special about ponies. It's just the silliness. So it's kind of,
you have to do the 5 degrees of separation. You will find a connection there. Absolutely.
yeah. So I mean, like when it comes to show talent, I'm looking at your page right now. We got Tara Strong, so Twilight Sparkle.
Absolutely.
Lee Takar, who does Snips and Stephen Magnet. Kathy Wiselook, Mayor Spike. Let's see. Going through.
Megan McCarthy.
Megan, definitely. Nicole Oliver. Andrea Libman. Peter New. Daniel Ingram, who, does old music coming in from Skype, if I believe. Yep. And so that looks like that's the actual show staff.
As for now, that is it.
Okay.
Cannot say what we'll announce in the future, however.
Ooh, all right. Now, then you've got other guests that are a little bit more, let's say, rambunctious, like Andrew WK.
Oh, but Andrew WK is just a boss. He loves My Little Pony. He's a brony himself. He actually, I've known him. He's a great guy, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand is that he was extremely, extremely excited about this. It wasn't just one of these random things. He really just wanted to go to one of these conventions and speak. And since I have spoken with him before, I'm in the New York City area at the moment, and he owns a nice little club called Santos Party House. And last time I spoke to him there, he was extremely enthusiastic about it. So this has been great just to have him on board to do his seminar.
Klisk, you have got to. I would so much like Andrew to show up on our show that we do at Canterlot. Either in any of our live stream events. If you can make anything happen, I would be super thrilled with that, because he seems like he would be amazingly fun to interview and have a just talk on the live stream and just have fun
But yeah, he actually does his own live stream as well on his website, and I'm actually going to be on his live stream on in September, the week before our convention. Actually, so it will be September 18th. Yes, September. Now I'm confused because I got my times all messed up. All right, September 20th, I will be on his live stream actually, and that'll be a blast. That'll be a party. And if he can show up on your podcast, that would be amazing as well. I mean, the great thing is he's unpredictable, so he might show up anywhere at the convention at any time.
We'll pass a business card to him and be like, dude, come on up. We'll save you a few brewskis. It'll be great. We'll save you some special cider. We'll party hard.
It's going to be a huge party.
Now, the next one that I thought was so interesting, I've known about this guy just because of the Scam School internet show he did a while back, but Brian Brushwood.
Yes, Brian does School. He also does a show called Not Safe for Work, which is ironically safe for work on the Twit.tv network. And the great thing about him is that he's interviewed Tara Strong as well. He has a daughter. He knows about the show. He's a fan of the show himself, and he's a magician. And much like Trixie, he kind of does scammy tricks. So he's a perfect fit for that genre. And that's exactly why we were really happy to have him at the event. And I think he fits perfectly, despite the fact that so many people don't get it. But no, it's totally going to probably surprise people how much he fits in.
He is a very interesting internet personality. I when I saw that, I was like, really, bro? Okay, all right. You know what? It's one of these things where it's just like, you know what? I'm in it to the fact that it's just I'm going with kind of the collection of just interesting crazy that's going with it. Now, so the other, I mean, you got DC Douglas, Christina V, Gray DeLise, Quentin Flynn, Kira Buckland. I mean, you've got a cast of other characters that are here that are part of just the guests of honor as well.
Well, a lot of them do, voices for the games. A lot of the Kim Tran, Kira, Meredith Sims, they all do voices for Fighting is Magic, amongst other series. Kira's done a ton of things. And a lot of them have also done work for Skullgirls. And considering that Fighting is Magic is having a tournament at our event, we're also going to have other fighting games there. And that's how, the Skullgirls cast comes in, and a lot of the other guests come in. Because the thing is, while we are definitely a My Little Pony convention, we aren't entirely focused on just a show. We're more focused on the community and whatever crosses through the community's interests. So you might be into the show, but of course that's not the only thing you're into. You're into other things, and we want to make it just that interesting and invite all those things that everybody in the community loves.
Yep, I know that the guys in the FGC are all looking forward to playing some fighting.
Oh yeah, they're incredibly hype. Or as they would say, swaff.
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 The FGB. The FGC within the FGB acronyms.
Yeah, and
all the acronyms, I get you confused.
So community guests going in with that. We've got ourselves that we need to get posted up in there. But Pixel Kitties, Tarby, Main 6, EFR, Friendship is Witchcraft, Meredith Sims, Forest Rain, Camaraderie is Supernatural, Legends of Equestria, and Hey Las Faz. And many more, as listed down below.
Absolutely.
I like Forest Rains.
Forest Rain has been amazing. We have Tarby has been fantastic as well. His performance at BronyCon was actually really impressive, despite the sound system, unfortunately. And the greatest thing here is that we have a lot more announcements to come, and we're actually doing an announcement next week and probably the week after, both of which are going to be either shocking or really exciting.
Oh man, you had shocking. We are inviting the actual Luna. We are bringing Luna to the con somehow.
Like, we are opening the portal to Equestria.
The gorilla.
So if anybody tries to go through, though, they are disintegrated.
Yeah. The gorillas are going to be at the convention in holographic form.
We have Lady Gaga. No, I wish we did.
Hatsune Miku.
What are more ridiculous people that could attend the convention? The guy that owns Nintendo.
Reggie Fils-Aimé will come and tell us that our bodies are not ready.
Yeah, so all right, cool. So you definitely tons of guests that you guys got going in. Is registration open?
Right now, pre-registration is still open, and it will be open until we sell out, or actually not until we sell out, until the week before the convention. We may be closing pre-registration. As of right now, the prices are extremely fair, extremely cheap, and that's for the entire weekend. Also, if you go on our website and register for our hotel, and use the discount code EQU, it is only $79 a night, which is an incredible price.
Woohoo!
That is really good.
Yeah, 79
And $35 for a first year con is really right in line with what it should be. So
yeah, that's a perfect number. And vendors, any vendor spots still open? Deadline is August 1st. Oh no, it just ended.
It just ended, unfortunately. Right now, if you register to be a vendor, you'll be put on the waiting list, and that means you have a chance if anyone cannot make it. But as of right now, we are actually booked. We are full.
And there's a press media registration. Do we get like nice little press badges? That'd be cool.
Yeah, actually, we're going to have press badges. We're going to have badges to separate the guests from the security. Everybody will have their own special badges. And, of course, even the attendees will have their own badges. The badges are actually going to look really impressive from what I've seen.
Cool. All right. Well, let's see. Hotels and travel. Events. Let's see. Is anything up on events yet? So just the main idea. Do we have any idea when the actual schedule will probably go up? I know that's usually something that happens like 2 weeks before the convention. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it is. I mean, Candlelight Gardens, September 28th. That's still a significant amount of time away.
Yes.
That's like 2 months almost. So
I can't tell you when the schedule is going to go up, but it's definitely going to be much sooner than 2 weeks.
Okay. Cool. And yeah, hit us up because we're more than willing to do some stuff and pull our weight around the convention.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a party, just a plain out party, and that's all we really want it to be. We want everyone to just have a blast, just have a great time. And that's why we've invited so many great people, just so people can have fun and interact and have an experience where they're not just observing, but they're also participating. I mean, that's been my goal all along, is not, just to be stuck in one little niche, but to cover everything the fandom could possibly enjoy.
Little Nova is wondering what Strongsville is going to be like, and are you guys already looking at doing this? Here's a good question: are you looking at doing this next year, or are you just solely focused on getting this year out the door?
We are already planning for next year.
There you go. There's going to
be. There might be ponies next year.
There might be ponies next year.
I am pretty sure there will be ponies next year.
Well, there will be a season 2 of Canterlot Gardens. Just you don't even call it the second, you call it season 2, like it actually is part of the TV show.
That would be amazing.
Canterlot Gardens season 2.
Might have to steal that idea.
That's not a bad idea. You can steal it for a minimum fee. Let's see. Yeah, so I think that is, unless there's anything else that you have off Hoof Cliffs that you would like to talk about.
Nope, unless anyone has any questions. Otherwise, you could check us out at CandlelotGardens.com. And of course, we're on Twitter and Facebook, which is linked on our website. Other than that, we seem to have covered everything, and definitely getting on the registration because we are selling out fast, and I'm really flattered and impressed that we've done so well as a first-year convention.
Yep. Apparently the stream died again.
Oh no, we'll keep going.
Oh well.
We'll figure it out. We'll just keep going at this time. All right, so we've got that particular bit. So we did that. We can talk, and you do have forums, so if you do have any particular questions, you can always go there and drop them down, figure out how to get to the con.
We actually reformatted our forums and prettied it up a bit. It looks much better than it did.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's do this. Since nobody can hear us right now, I'll just go ahead and progress this, and they will catch along. We're going to do email time. It's time where we can answer all of your emails each week. You can email across to us at bronyville@gmail.com. I will start first. Sandy will get second. Klisk, if you wouldn't mind getting thirds, we will go right through these. First up, Dear Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, Starry Night, and awesome guest, I was thinking about Howard Stern's BronyCon coverage recently and came to realize I had seen this all before. I've only been part of one fandom before I discovered MLP, and that was pro wrestling. In the 10 years or so that I watched before I got tired of it, I noticed that media outlets were all too quick to throw Mark's wrestling slang for fan under the bus, calling them things like socially maladjusted, quick to violence, and so on. This makes me wonder if both a Brony and a Mark can receive bad press from a mainstream source that does not care to understand it. Is this true for all fandoms? Are we really that singled out as a community? I believe we are not treated differently than any other fandom, like the insults that are slung from us that have been thrown all Marks and at the Sonic the Hedgehog fans, at the Trekkies, and the list goes on and on. Society seems to look down on the concepts of fandoms in general, that obsessing over anything entertainment related is just wrong in their eyes. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on all this and whether or not you believe my theory on society to be true. Keep on ponying on, guys. Sincerely, Captain Crook. P.S. Mare is best pony, but Twilight Sparkle is best singer.
So, yeah, in all honesty, fandoms are weird. In case nobody noticed that.
Well,
It's people getting together with a common interest. It's really not that strange. But it's the people that are like, oh, I'm normal and boring. I don't have any interest that I share with other people. I just sit at home, drink my beer, and watch sports. Not saying that there aren't, fans of sports that are like, oh man, I gotta hang up my bros and do this. I really don't get how anyone could be so boring as to care about what other people get together and hang out and talk about.
Well, if we're specifically talking about Howard Stern, he makes fun of everyone. He makes fun of himself. He's a giant nerd himself. He can quote comic book references down to issue numbers, and yet he'll make fun of other comic book fans just because that's what he does, and you just can't take it personally because, no, we're not being singled out. This is, what they do to any sort of fandom, unfortunately. That's just the way it works.
I mean, go ahead.
Plus with Stern, he sat outside of BronyCon for how long before he got the 7 answers that he wanted?
I think
I'm sure he talked to a whole bunch of people that are perfectly normal, but he just eventually found 7 people willing to say what he was angling to say.
Of course, there were 7, aired interviews, but probably a few hundred ones that they couldn't use because they're, controversial enough. But that's how it works.
It's a subculture, and subcultures are always going to be found as odd because that is what they are. They are a culture that is outside the norms of normal culture. Look at it this way.
Why be normal? That's boring.
Well, there's plenty enough. Look at it this way. There are, for every one of us, there is some other culture that you cannot understand that seems weird to you. Take it to the fact. I bet there are plenty of you out there that see people that get really into sports and that love sports and just get into the stats and they want to know the numbers and they want to know this new player. And for us and other people, they just look at it and they go, what are you obsessing over? What does it matter to you if this team gets this player and how it managed? Why are you it doesn't matter at all in your particular life, but that's something that's important to them. It's everybody has something, or hopefully has something that they are passionate about. And that they want to push themselves towards that and find out more about it. Everybody most likely has something that they really, really obsess over. And, there are differences. I would say that sports is probably seen more socially acceptable to obsess over to a degree. But, I would say if you take the most ardent and most crazy, insane person about sports and you put a regular Brony next to them, one that is not particularly crazy, you'd think that the sports guy is more insane by, he's running around with his shirt off, has a car that is sprayed up and, the team logos, and regular Brony who's walking around in a shirt, you'd think, God, what's up with this sports dude? So yeah, that's what a subculture is. There's, enjoy it. Being weird is fun. And yes, I am. I do have psychology background. That is a subculture.
I think people need to worry about, worry about what you like, and don't really care what other people think. Pretty simple.
Yep.
Just enjoy yourself, enjoy your life, have a party, positivity. Just don't let it get to you. It really doesn't matter what anyone else thinks as long as you're having a good time.
Repeat to yourself, it is just a show. I should really just relax.
Absolutely.
Sandy Face, next email.
All right, so here's an email. Hello there, awesome apple cider, charming Jeff Sandy, spectacular starry night, and gracious guests.
Hey, that's me.
That's you. I'm writing you today after listening to episode 65, in which Apple Cider mentioned that he was part of a fan base before moving to MLP.
Oh no!
I wanted to say that I did move away from a fan base, which is somewhat prone to getting caught in flames over the slightest thing, and was, and maybe still is, seen under a dark light. There's no indication this was. It wasn't until I took a step away from it that I realized the place I was. You see, I have always loved and tolerated everybody. Haters, non-haters, fans of other stuff. I didn't make the distinction because all I saw was opinions. But this fan base where I was didn't like to respect other people's opinions. But when I stepped into Brony fandom, I found a bunch of people who acted the same way I did in a mature and thoughtful way. Yes, we may have our intolerant rants, and sometimes one or two parts of the fandom will catch fire, but it's nowhere near as bad as this other community. I wanted to share this thought with you all and make you a question, of course. This is very oddly written.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, this other fandom somewhere over there. I'm not going to name names, but you know what? They suck.
Guys,
Okay,
don't. I'm sorry that the strawberry shortcake fandom is burning down around you. I mean,
those little berry things. I could see why people don't like them. I don't know if it's Trekkies. I don't know if it's furries. I don't know if it's Sonic. I don't know. And it's one of those. This other fandom sucks. New band. It's cool.
yeah, go Brodies. Woo!
Okay. So moving on, the rest of the email. I'm a mod for an Ask Pony Tumblr blog called Ask Movie Slate. I know Starry has her own blog, and it's adorable, cool, neat, and great. And I wanted to know your opinion on these type of blogs that can range from the innocent to the severely corrupted. And that's fine if that's your sort of thing. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you have a favorite? Please share it with us. Thanks a lot for reading my email. Lots of support and love from sunny Spain, James Cork.
All right, Ask Pony Tumblers. What's your thoughts?
They're great.
Yep, they're mostly great.
As
Yeah,
long
they're
as
fun
they're
times.
consistent. It's one of those things where it's like people start out with these really great ideas and they lose steam like right away.
Yeah,
So it's like, oh, that was great, but they didn't go anywhere with it.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
no.
like the Ask Gilda is just like, oh, that's so cool. I like your art style. Nope, gone. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
there's been a couple like that, and a couple where the artist just gets really annoyed with people asking for updates, so they say, well, I'm calling it quits because you want me to continue. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of that.
Yeah, I like them. As for the severely corrupted, maybe not so much. Yeah, some of them are kind of screwed up. The Ask Pinkamena, I looked at that one for a while and went, you know what? This doesn't make me feel good. This makes me feel really bad. I think I'm gonna go not look at this. The various other ones. Gamer Luna's good. Molestia is
Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
yeah, that is very much what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. A favorite. I admit to not looking at the Tumblrs for a while, but I always think that the artist that does Ask Surprise, like, I love the art style. I love how silly and just bizarre it can get. So Ask Surprise, if I had to choose one, Ask Surprise would be one that I would go back to constantly over and over. So
I really like Moonstuck, and because it's incredibly consistent, and I also like the other one, the Slice of Life, which is the same artist Nico Felix working on. It is the Cake Kids aged up to CMC age, and the CMC are aged up to sort of closer to Main 6 age. You have the older Main 6, but it's primarily about the two kids and the cakes. It's really cute.
Yep.
Klisk, any for
My
you?
all-time favorite was Disco Pie. Unfortunately, they don't to update anymore. And other than that, there isn't anything I'm keeping up with right now because I'm so busy. Sad, really.
Yeah. All right, that works. But yeah, and you can always go check out Ask Starry, which, she doesn't update and needs to do it more. And she just gave out a big, big sigh. Just post the pictures that you've drawn recently to it. Come on. It's not that hard. You're just browsing the internet right now. You could be posting all sorts of stuff to your Tumblr. Oh, okay. She just... sorry, jeez. All right, Klisk, if you would mind reading the next one, I have highlighted it for you, sir. Oh, God. Highlighted.
Now you highlighted everything.
You must read everything now. I apologize. Right. There you go.
All right. To Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, Starry Night, and the guests, both past and present.
Oh, no.
Gentlemen, I can't count the number of times that you and your guests, and you too, Starry, have made my day. Once again, you mentioned me on your show on episode 65, and once again, I had to stop what I was doing excitedly, twirl around in my swivel chair triumphantly. With the end of my overseas tour coming up in only a few short months, I'm becoming more and more excited about the possibilities and that being an instructor of the Boston University NROCTC will bring, including listening to you fine folks at the live stream. If there's anything you need, anything at all, I will be more than happy to provide support. I even have a few ships coins that are yours if you want them.
Oh, cool. I would love some ship coins. Yay. You know what those are, Sandy?
No.
No? Okay, so, anytime in the military, you are part of a particular ship, or you're part of a particular... They're kind of like... I forget what they're called. They're like victory coins. And you get these for, service in a particular area, or, if you went from ship to ship or something. And they just kind of... the idea is that each of them kind of have a value to them. And if you go to a bar and you challenge people, they have to whip out the coin, and whoever has the least value on the table, or if they don't have one, has to buy everyone a drink. So it's kind of this neat thing of everybody pulls out their coin. It's like I challenge this group to this. They pull out their coin, everybody flops it down, and then somebody has to grab everybody a drink. It's a great idea. It's neat. But yeah, I would totally be up for those. And just that sounds really cool. Moving on, Klisk.
A few things real quick. First, have a GIF, and this is a picture that I think you have to show, just because I can't stop watching it and thinking to myself, friendship at 3,000 rounds per minute. Second, I'm sure you guys over at FOB Equestria, and they have a hyperlink, of course, an EQD-style blog for military bronies would appreciate the shout-out on the show. They are still growing and in need of more support. And finally, I recently had a commission done by an artist called Sunfur from the Seeds of Kindness charity drive. She did a fantastic job, once again, a hyperlink, and I just want to try and get her a little bit more publicity, which is fantastic. More artists out there need to get publicity. And as a fellow who is also approaching that terrifying bump in the road of life that is called 30 years old next month. Oh, you're going to be 30?
No, I'm so old.
Soon. Me too. I understand your old-timer self all too well. Get off my lawn, you damn kids. Y'all keep being blah, blah, blah. Y'all keep being that voice of calm reason and clarity that you bring to an otherwise completely crazy fandom. Your ever-faithful listener, Starmy Seas.
Yay, our friend on a boat. Boat pony. Yes. So very cool. Thank you very Stormy. Looks like you got that last episode pretty quick, so that's cool. And yeah, we good to hear from you again, and good to hear that you're going to be hopefully moving up to Boston to do NROTC. So cool there. All right, I'll get this next one. Greetings, AC, Chef Sandy, and whichever awesome guest you have at the moment. I was struck with inspiration to start a project which I am referring to as the Bronies on Vinyl project. Basically, what I'm looking to do is get involved with a vinyl pressing service and making records with Brony music on them. Problem is, I need to find out if there is a market for such a thing. I can't go and order 500 records to find out that nobody will be willing to buy them. Also, I don't know which artist I should work with my first production run. To solve these problems, I wrote up a survey with a few questions to determine how many people would be interested in getting a record with Brony music on it, as well as to gather suggestions to see which artist has the most interest. If there were enough people who would be willing to buy the record of a certain artist, I can safely order a large number of records. A more complete explanation of the survey, and while I'm worked with some friends to get it out on PonyChan, the Pony subreddit, and Equestria Daily, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a link of the survey in the show notes or something. And if you read this one on the show, I'll toss a question for you to discuss because I also need some guidance regarding Everfree Northwest. I am a huge fan of Brony music, and according to the schedule for the con, the pony stock concerts will overlap with the dance parties in the time frame. I don't know where I want to go. What should I do? The survey can be found here with a SurveyMonkey link. If you mention this on the show, I would be eternally grateful. Prepare to be eternally grateful. Your faithful listener, Red or Green. Well, there you go. There's a link to the SurveyMonkey particular survey there. As for should you go to Pony Stock or should you go to the Brony music? You might. That's actually kind of a difficult question to ask because it's two musical like events going on at the same time at Everfree Northwest.
I would, just from my point of view, I'd just say go to the Pony Stock concerts because dances are a dime a dozen. I would say though, it entirely dependent on Pony Stock's audio quality. If they put it in a good room with good acoustics and good sound, that'll be really cool. If they put it in a really crappy room with bad acoustics, quality out, it's kind of, but well, I don't think you'll miss out too much. But I'm sure the guys at Everfree Northwest will know what to do. Here's hoping.
Yep. It should be fun. The Pony Stock itself seems like it's going to be a lot of live music. I expect the dances to be a lot of the pre-recorded wubs and dubs we've heard before. So that could be there. I think both of them are going to have their own kind of interesting piece to it. But then we don't really know too much about what all is going to go down. So I don't know. Well, I think as with all of it, you're just going to have to play it by ear and see what you like there. Sandy Face, what else we got?
I think Pinky's breaking the fourth wall here on the stream.
She always is.
So, moving on, Dearest Apple Cider, Chef Sandy, Starry Night, and guest/guest, and M. Oh, M got a shout out. He does her audio. It's great. I fear my last email to you about showing MLP to my nephew has been a bit misunderstood. Probably my own word usage, but I did not mean to convert my nephew to Bronyism. Maybe I shouldn't have used the terminology of a cult. I merely thought he would enjoy the show given his love for other geeky shows. So when I asked about joining the herd horror stories, I meant have there been times when you thought a friend would enjoy the show and you showed it to them and got a negative reaction? Given how mature you guys are about the fandom, yes, even you, AC.
I'm not mature.
Guessing the situation is not that common. Week's question should make up for it. I wasn't until this past year that I learned how rabid the Sonic and Lion King fan communities are, especially on DeviantArt.
Oh, man.
I've known about Trekkies, Star Warriors, Ringers, Whovians, Harry Potheads, and other such fan communities, but I never saw Sonic and Lion King as having those. Oh,
you poor dear.
Lion King has had a fandom on the internet since the internet has existed. And before that, I'm sure there were Lion King fans, because Lion King predates the internet, I think. Question: have there been shows, movies, etc., with rabid fan bases that you never imagined could exist? Not like our own. I hope this question is less confusing than the last one. Best regards, Vaudeville. P.S. I'm not sure what happened last week, but Starry and Shepherds were on the crazy train with AC. Part of me was concerned since there's no pony holding the reins on that show, but most of me was thinking, how can we do this every week? Just some food for thought. Sent from his iPony.
He wants more crazy. We're going to have to give it to him.
So, pretty much, let's see. I think you could pretty much name any cartoon that has seen a minimum of success over the last 20 years, and you can find a fan base for it. Maybe not huge, but there's going to be a fan base.
I'll toss you one your way. Gargoyles.
Gargoyles had 3 seasons, right?
Yep.
And it had a convention called Gathering the Gargoyles up until 2008.
I thought it was still going, but let's see.
Well, it had its own standalone convention, I think. So, and of course we can also say, hey, My Little Pony's 30 years old, and there's still people that are like, oh my God, G1. But rabid, unexpected fan bases like ours, I don't know. Because obviously this is there's probably the Powerpuff fandom before that, and people that were involved with like there was like Foster's fan sites, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there have been other similar fandoms to ours, and that we are not completely unique within the world of fans of shows.
Yeah. I mean, Ray Chu is bringing up that Sailor Moon was a definite biggie. Let's see, what other ones are there? Transformers fans definitely out there if we want to go with the Hasbro.
Yeah.
There's plenty that are out there that are, decent size just based on a thing. I think Gargoyles is probably the biggest example of 3 seasons and
so
it just went
okay.
forever.
And more currently, I think Adventure Time is getting up there for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out here, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and see if there is a He-Man convention. Yes, there's a He-Man convention. It's called ThunderCon and PowerCon. It's 2 cons in ones. It's September 22nd, 23rd. Where? I don't know. Information. There we go. It is in Torrance, California. And they, they've got a couple of people. They got a guy that did sculpting for the show, for the toys. The guy from the 1987 He-Man live action film. It's
yeah.
So fandoms exist throughout time.
Yeah.
More recently, there was actually a convention for Invader Zim. I believe it was in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, InvaderCon, I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember a listing. I mean, there was a This American Life episode about it, and this was before the horrendous Dark Shadows movie actually came out, but there were still people that were obsessed about the old Dark Shadows TV show, like the weird vampire soap opera show from the 70s, that would go to like places in New York and watch it with each other, and then have guests and everything. So yeah, there's odd fandoms all over the place.
But yeah, InvaderCon was a 10-year after the start of the show, and had 1,000 people in Atlanta, Georgia, and then they're doing the next one in LA.
Oh man, somebody just brought up a good one. There needs to be a Captain PlanetCon. And that obviously needs to happen in Atlanta because that's where Ted Turner and the whole thing. Yep, let's get the Planeteers going.
Let's see, Captain Planet at DragonCon 2011, Captain Planet DragonCon Parade 2010. Yeah, they don't seem to have a convention.
All right, we got a new budding market here, Captain PlanetCon.
Get on that quick.
2013.
I think there's a lot of money to have.
Yep. We can divide the deal. We can divide everything into 5 different rooms. Name each of the rooms based off of, and Heart would have to obviously be the main stage. So, because they couldn't do anything without Heart. All right, well that works. That is cool. You had many different crazy fandoms there. Klisk, I believe we have one more that you can close out the show with.
Sure. Let me just. Are you highlighting it?
I know, I'm good. I'm helping out.
Oh, thank you very much. Hi guys, I'm going to start out by saying that this email will be more of a feel-good story than anything, with a relatively simple question at the end, so nothing you need to read on the show, but but I figured I'd just update you because updates are always fun while we're reading it anyways. Do you remember that friend of mine who wrote in using my email to remain anonymous a while back? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. With the whole neutral take on bronies in general, well, it's happened. He's taken the plunge. After I convinced him to give your show a listen, we've been scheduling regular dates where we'd meet at his place or mine to sit down and listen to your podcast, usually over a game of Civilization. Every time I've been talking to him about random things regarding the fandom and slowly broadening his horizons. Now my friend hates fan fiction. He despises it, and for good reason, but finally managed to coax him into reading Fallout Equestria. I kid you not when I say he plowed through it in a week. He is a massive Fallout fan. I thought him not wanting to shut up about ponies would be a good thing, but I'm starting to get a little sick of hearing just about how just amazing Fallout Equestria really is. On the bright side, he's now begun other pony fanfiction projects and has agreed to marathon the entire MLP series with me this weekend. I think I've got him. I guess the moral of the story is take it slow. Even the most adamantly neutral people will eventually fall. That sounded more dramatic than intended, but hey, finally, my question. I know you two are gamers to an extent. Have you ever considered scheduling play dates this is really oddly written. Have you ever considered scheduling play dates? We're back in kindergarten now, I know, with your fans. Oh, and have you had a chance to try Valve's Dota 2 yet? The game is seriously addicting. Keep on with the good show, Wolf, with 2 Fs and a U. P.S. I'll throw some money your way at the next possible moment. You guys are great.
Okay,
So yes, you got more than you bargained for. You brought your friend into the herd, and now he won't shut up. That's what happens sometimes.
That seems to be what happens. Speaking of people who won't show up, Detonator seems to have showed up at my house unexpectedly.
Oh.
Do you want to say hello?
Detonator! He's hiding in the background.
I really like your guitar work.
Yeah, hey guys, you guys need a new Oh, whoops!
Wait, what?
Hey guys, this is Death here. I'm just at Cliff's house, just getting my headphones fixed. Just letting you guys know that you guys need a new hobby, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Detonator.
And as always, he has to troll, but that is Detonator.
Yep. All right, cool, dude. Thank you for dropping in.
I've been doing this hobby for 5 years. I can't stop now or I'll die.
Yeah, Detonator, people are wondering what you do real quick.
Oh,
He
they want to know what
does-
you do.
Oh, no. You're going to have to explain yourself. Why does your opinion even matter, sir?
I do nothing.
There.
He says that he does absolutely nothing, but
All right.
actually he is the guitarist in Nayslayer.
There you go.
Indeed.
So go check out Nay Slayer and then blame him.
And the interview.
He did. M did interview them a while back. Okay, let's see. Fallout Equestria. Yeah, sometimes you bring people into Pony and they get way into Pony. Yeah, well, I mean, it's at least good that you got something to talk about. It is one of those things of I haven't had the time or the immediate interest to dive into that grand world that is Fallout Equestria. It is quite daunting, if I may say. As for playdates with fans, I would be fine with that. We just have to set up, and right now, since we've got both Everfree Northwest and Kennerlock Gardens coming up, it's very, very hard to find the time to do something like that. But not completely out of the question. It might just have to be after then. So, huh?
Oh, they're doing a QuakeCon sale.
Oh, they are, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, well, and for Dota 2, no, I haven't played it.
I'd be open to play it, but it's in beta right now, isn't it?
I don't know nothing.
I thought it was in beta, like a closed beta. What's on sale
Yeah.
for the Quake sale?
Dota 2.
That's it?
It's a thing. Let's see. No. I signed up and haven't gotten the thing, and I have no experience with MOBA games. So I would be so free.
We have a monkey attacking our stream. Thank you, Starry, for bringing a monkey along. You will have to look at the video to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, well, that takes care of our email. Thank you very much for everyone emailing in. You can always send those across at bronyville@gmail.com. We have 5-star iTunes bronies. We are at the precipice. We are hanging off of the cliff. We are at 699 ratings. Oh, so close. Thank you so horrifically close. I was telling everyone this morning, help us. But no, please help us. I'd like to get to 700. That'd be great. Thank you very much to Vinyl is Best Pony, 5 Iron, Brony, Daisy Azurus, LOL, Rafflecopter, 111111, Mini Applejack, which I believe is just a mini teeny, Diane Warden, Jorkin, And also, thank you very much to the awesome 67 people who left us reviews on the Canadian store, too. We don't forget to international reviewers, so please do leave us reviews there as well. And also, I wish to ask to give a very special thanks to DashFast, who gave us 2 donations this week. Fluttershy appreciates what you've done because she cares about our show just as much, and she has something that she would like to say to you. And here it is. Loading.
Dun-dun-dun.
You rock. Woohoo.
There we go. Yay, Fluttershy
Yay,
voice.
Fluttershy.
Yeah, sometimes takes a while to load that YouTube. All right, so that takes care of our awesome fans, our awesome donators. 1-star are there the 5-star iTunes bronies. Please do not be a 1-star iTunes brony.
Party on.
And now it's time for cool things. One cool thing that you should check out this week. I don't know why, but for my one cool thing, I was thinking about searching and seeing if there was something, but I just had have you ever had one of those times, Sandy, where you're just like, I know such a thing probably exists out there, but I need to make sure that it does, and I want to find it right now. And for some reason, music boxes were on my brain today. So what I have is a version of Winter Wrap Up music box style, and I'll play just a little bit for those on the stream, and you can hear. Beautiful tones from a music box, and you can watch them wind it by hand, making some.
That is very cool.
It is. It's neat just watching it wind round, round, round. Yay. So you can go check and you can watch the rest of that. It's not actually very long. It's only 57 seconds. But it is neat to see somebody actually spent the time and effort to make an actual strip and music box, that entire bit. And they've got some other ones. They've got the theme song. They've done some Minecraft boxes and things like that, so you can go check that out. And that is Musical Wolf, and uploaded by Musical Wolf with an E at the end of Wolf. So that is it. Link is in the show notes. Check that out. Sandy, what you got?
I have the Picture Perfect Pony official music video animation. The guys behind the Ask the Crusaders and the song by Mandopony, and by their powers combined, they are a really quite very show accurate looking 3-minute long animation featuring photo finish, and it is really quite very cool. And the monkey is distracting.
Monkey is quite
seriously though,
distracting.
the animation on this is really top notch. I know Flash animation, once you got all the tools in place, it's really easy to do, but it looks really good. And I'm impressed. This is hey, I just did this thing in your show style. Can I have a job? Kind of thing. Send it as an application.
All right, Picture Perfect Pony animation. Yeah, I'll have to click on that and take a look, since it is we're very YouTube heavy, and I don't want to hit the music too much on stuff, especially if it's an animation. But all right, check that out. That looks like it's pretty cool. Klisk, you've got another YouTube. What is this about?
This is really interesting. As we were speaking about earlier, I've really been obsessed with the Let's Plays for the Slender Man game, which you could actually download and play at slendergame.com. The link I have here is for Marble Hornets. That's youtube.com/user/Marble Hornets. And this is actually the origins of what has become the Slender Man, I suppose, mythos, because they go through, and there's 60 episodes now, but it's basically an alternate reality game /YouTube/ almost Blair Witch type of project they have going on. And I've been absolutely consumed with it recently, and I can't do anything else but recommend it to everyone. They should definitely check it out. And definitely try out the Slender game.
Okay. So, and you do say that it is a little Blair Witchy, so it might be
It's a bit creepy. It's safe for work, but creepy.
Okay. So make sure that you know that you're going into a potentially very spooky game.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So that's out there. And that takes care of our one cool thing, which takes care of us for this week. First off, I want to go ahead and thank very much to Klisk for showing up, talking about Candlelight Gardens. We are looking forward to the convention. We are looking forward to much crazy. We should probably chat a little bit more about what kinds of crazy trouble we can get into at the convention as well.
There will be craziness you cannot even imagine, but it's going to be a great time. Thank you for having me on. It's been a blast, and we're just going to have a really great time at Candlelight Gardens. And I hope everyone can make it out there because, I mean, I don't think I could have put on a better convention. I've just put everything I've had into this.
All right, super cool. Also want to always thank Sandy for bringing the thunder.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Sandy.
And I wish to also thank our super, super awesome fans, those in the live stream, those that download us each week, those that just love to listen to us talk on end every single week about Pony. Maybe not the monkey. The monkey's being weird. Yeah, that's right, monkey.
Monkey is the worst pony.
Monkey is a pretty bad pony. All right, so we'll go ahead and handle this for this week. You can always go over to BronyShow.com or BronyvillePodcast.com. You can send us an email over at Bronyville@gmail.com. Join us roughly every Saturday, noon Pacific Daylight Time at justin.tv/BronyvillePodcast. Leave us iTunes reviews. That is super cool and gets us up there in the ratings, helps us fight that blasted Kevin Smith. And listen to the show at Celestia Radio every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 11 p.m. UTC. And Twitter, we are Bronyville. What is yours, Chef Sandy?
Chef Sandy.
Hey.
What a concept.
How original. Meetup groups. I have the Bronies of Northern California who recently hit 500 members and are going to have a 500 member bash.
Yes.
And I need more followers too. You can follow me on Twitter at Klisk.
Okay.
Klisk. I need followers. Go for it.
Go for it, Klisk. All right. And Sandy, your place?
North Texas Bronies, and we're only at 266.
Oh.
But hey, we should have a 266 member party.
You really should. A 250. We are half of Cider's awesome group. You can go ahead. We'll be at conventions. Of course, the one coming up very, very, very soon is Everfree Northwest. But Klisk, what's this other convention we're going to very soon?
I believe it's called Candlelight Gardens, and again, that would be www.cantelightgardens.com.
You're good at this. It's like marketing is what you're supposed to do.
That would be my cutie mark.
There you go.
Absolutely.
It's just a whole bunch of money being put into a banner ads. That's what your mark is. Okay, well, that sounds super good. That's going to handle us for this week. Thank you all for listening in. We will be back next week with more Pony. We're going to talk Pony. I know how shocking that is. I
can't believe it.
I know. What's going on? But for now, regardless what Monkey wants me to do, sleep well, every pony.
Goodbye.
Sandy, any adios?
Adios.
Yay! Thank you.
There's something I want to share with you. And I think you all are very much going to like it. You're going to love what you see. If there's anything you want, you know I can give it. If there is a dream you dream, I can let you live it. Take a chance and let me do what I do the best. We can take you, clean you up, and make you shine above the rest. It doesn't really matter what they thought of you before. By the time that I am done, no pony will ignore. You little you, now a great big superstar. Stick with me, baby, and I'll make you go far. That's right, I can make you a picture perfect pony. A picture perfect pony, 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 pony. Picture perfect pony. A picture perfect pony, 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 pony.
Photo finish, that's her name. Making every pony pretty is her number one game. She do what she do to make you more than you. No pony gonna care if what we share is true. Cause lies are beautiful, the truth is not. Come a little Mary, better shake that plot. You know that's what they really all came to see. A picture perfect pony. Why you gotta ruin everything with questions? Shut it tune out and don't forget to mention how happy you are that they all came to see you. And how do you understand every pony wants to be you?
Now let me clear up any doubts you may think you possess. Every pony will adore you when they see you in the dress. Fans screaming every day to get a piece of you. Lights, cameras all the time watching what you do. You know it's what you want, I mean, how could There's never been